Now, one of your highlights is that you were featured on a Gordon Ramsay show.
Yeah, yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
But what pressures came from being featured on Gordon Ramsay's show?
Nobody knew that I was going on the show prior to going because
Right. Could be
legally
interest.
they couldn't.
Right.
And when I came back, it was I'll say this. Okay, sorry. I'll say this. Let me start over with that. I'm gonna take that question in a bit of a different
Yeah.
direction. So going on the show was a great experience, but it also made me realize my shortcomings as a business owner. So people
Mhm.
always say that your entrepreneurial journey is basically a fast track to your like self-discovery journey.
Mm.
And I really fully realized that when I got back from doing the show because I've always had challenges around being seen,
Right.
and
Right.
it's the fear of being seen and being perceived. And I'm obviously not shy, but I was never really comfortable with a lot of attention. And so even when my brother and I first started our business, both of us kind of went into it with this mentality of, well, if you just put your head down and do the work and you do good work, then that'll speak for itself. And we just don't live in that kind of world anymore.
Right.
Visibility is key.
Yeah.
In order for people to find you and to find what it is that you're doing and to get on a board with that, they need to know that you exist. And so coming back from the show, obviously there was a lot of attention, more attention than I really was comfortable with.
Mhm.
And so that was a personal adjustment that I really kind of had to make, which was being comfortable with the idea of other people seeing me, other people learning about the business. And whatever perceptions they have, that's
Yeah.
really none of my business. You know what I
Right.
mean? So,
Right. No, I completely get it. And thank you for being transparent because there are a lot of people that really aren't comfortable with that level of visibility,
yeah.
but you did challenge yourself, something that you're not comfortable with, but you still did it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and that's why I do like to hear because I'm in the year of doing the things that make me uncomfortable.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm excited to see by the end of the year what my ROI is on that. So
Sure.
that's amazing. As we're wrapping up, my last question to you is if someone wants to break into hospitality today, right?
Okay.
And I want y'all to listen to this, right? Because I'm not here to sugarcoat shit. If someone wants to break into hospitality today, what's the uncomfortable truth they're probably not ready to hear, but they need to hear it?
If somebody wanted to break into hospitality today, I would say the uncomfortable truth is to set proper expectations because hospitality as an industry across the board, and it doesn't matter whether you work on the corporate side or whether you're the restaurant bar owner or whether you're a bartender,
Right.
it is a labor of love. It is a labor of love. You'll meet a lot of amazing people. You'll have great times. And that's wonderful. And some parts of it are very glamorous and fun, but also it is physically demanding. A lot of the work is thankless. And as far as industries go, it's not exactly the most stable one. So again, I would say just set
Real.
proper expectations.
That's real.
Huh?
That is so real. And as someone who you said is different sides of hospitality, I was a DJ in that space. And I
Yeah.
can agree it's very volatile, but the relationships I have made from it, have been great. But you're right. So set those proper expectations, y'all. Chwan, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much for coming on the podcast because I often don't get to speak to people in the hospitality space,
Yeah.
but yet it's a space that a lot of people try to get into.
Sure.
So thank you for setting like those expectations, giving us quality advice. And my goal is everyone I have on the podcast in January, I want to bring back at the end of the year and see how
Oh,
we're
that
gonna
would be
do it. We're
so
gonna do a flashback
great.
and hold you
Yeah.
accountable and make sure that you set those systems, set
Yeah.
expectations,
Yeah.
and are carrying those same boundaries that you said you were gonna set here. So
Okay. Very
thank you
cool.
so much.
Thank you.